Good morning. Let's talk about a way that you could take paper Picado and push it. Take it one step farther. So right here on my table, you are looking at tissue paper. This, of course, is Halloween themed. So I am going to show you how to take a piece of tissue paper. You might have this at home. I know at my house we have an area where we keep some gift bags on hand for presents. And in that area, I always have some tissue paper. I have lots of different color varieties. It never seems to be the color that I actually need to match the bag, of course, but it's there. So I'm going to take this piece of paper and I'm going to cut it because it's really kind of way too big. So I want a smaller section that is a rectangle, that is something that I could easily hang up, and I could make more than one of them. So if you wanted to, you could make, 4 different colors. If you only have one piece, you could make 4 of the same color. If you have a white or a light color, you could definitely use markers gently on this. So I have it now cut down into a smaller rectangle, okay? And I am going to fold this. Now, traditionally, we fold things and we cut them when we're looking at making snowflakes and whatnot. And so think of this as kind of like a giant snowflake, all right? So if I fold it this direction and I cut along this edge, that is going to end up being the top and the bottom. And I know that my camera is not doing a very good job focusing on this video, and I apologize. I am trying to get that to refocus. That's better. Okay, so I'm going to fold this, and using a pencil, I am going to draw a line. And I just happen to have a colored pencil here. I think that'll show it better for you. So I'm just going to draw a line. I'm going to do that wavy line like the one that I chose during my project. And I think I can actually fold it in half again, maybe, and go ahead and do that wave. Let's see if I can do this. So if I cut through all 4, and I go along, and that piece will come off. Okay, when I open it up, I'm going to have all of those. So right now I have a top and a bottom. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to keep doing it. So this time I'm going to fold it this way, and I'm just going to keep going. Remember, small cuts will make big holes. So this time I'm going to do, gotta get that nice and folded in my hand. This time I'm going to do 2 little slivers down here. And I'm going to do 2 little slivers up here. And then on this side I'm going to do a couple little triangle pieces. Now this is going to be the edge and the middle of my project. And as I'm designing, I can definitely keep opening to see where I'm at, okay? To see how many pieces I have cut out. Now I think a sun right in the middle would be pretty easy, first of all, to cut. And second of all, I think it would be really cool looking. So I'm going to fold this back, and I am going to cut a circle, a half circle, out right in the middle. And I may have to adjust this after I open it. We'll see. Because it may, right now I can tell you it's already going to look like an oval. So I'm going to adjust this cut. And let's see what it's still going to be like an oval, but it's close. So now that I have that, from there, from that piece, I can cut little triangles out. I'm going to make these really thin pieces, pulling them out. So to take this one step further, you are actually cutting. And cutting the tissue paper is really easy. It's, well, I say easy. It's easy for the scissors to cut. It's kind of tricky just because it's so thin. As an artist working, you might find yourself a bit frustrated cutting through the tissue paper. Just stay with it, okay? And hopefully you have more than one piece, so if you have a mess up, you can try again. So I'm going to open this up again, and that piece didn't come out. All right, so now I have a sun-ish shape in the middle. If I wanted to change this and I wanted to make these triangles bigger, I could definitely go back and cut. I would fold this more and more, and let me hit pause and add some more. So I've added many more cuts, and now I'm ready to add some color. I'm going to choose to use these pens that I have. They're basically the same as a fine tip marker. So anything you have, whether it's going to be crayons or markers, you can come back now and add more designs with that colored item. Okay? Now you will have to draw very gentle. That's kind of why I chose the marker, because it's a water-based and it kind of glides a little bit. And also try to keep your piece symmetrical. So whatever you do on this side, symmetry means that it's the same on the other side. So we need to keep that in mind as you're designing so that you can keep your piece looking the same on both sides, so it has that bit of symmetry. Okay? So, happy designing, everyone.